we are at the starting point pretty much now of pre-season. We've got the fixtures, we've got the kits coming out on Saturday. We know that. Before we know it, they'll be in Austria. And after that, obviously, they've got Aberdeen, they've got Charlton at Colchester, they've got Auxerre in France. And we'll be there for all of those, friends. And to mark this very exciting season, hopefully coming up, we've launched our biggest offer on digital subscriptions of the year. So as I just said there, £6 for 6 months gets you everything for that period, which would include the boys flying out to Austria, 3-man team in Austria, Stewie, AJ, Ross in Austria, then Stu's in Aberdeen with Rossi, flying back like the jet setter that he is to cover the game at Colchester, and then file this under the nothing can go wrong file. Rossi and Alex are going to France on their own, where I'd imagine that AJ is going to have to fill the role of dad in that scenario, despite the fact you're about 5-6 years younger than Ross. So hopefully you'll be there for that, and we'll be bringing everyone behind the scenes stuff from there as well. So £6 for 6 months gets you all of that. Obviously, then gets you all the signings, the profiles. Stu looks like he wants to say something.
No, just thinking how to word this, because we might have some younger ears listening. But the last time I didn't accompany Ross and Alex on a pre-season tour, Ross ended up having a sex aid strapped to his forehead on a train, and that's the sort of behind-the-scenes video content
you can only get as a subscriber. Yeah, absolutely.
I will be sharing that.
6 of your English pounds.
Yeah, I will be sharing that on Twitter again this afternoon to plug the deal. The screenshot, the still image of that eventful train journey, and there is the full video. You can still go and watch it now if you really want to. It's still up there. Go have a look at Ross and
who knows what will befall the young guns in France on their own this time. So £6 for 6 months anyway gets you all of that, all of the pre-season stuff, all of the signings when they start making them, profiles of the signings, scouting reports on the signings that AJ is going to do, and then obviously we take you into the season, the big kickoff. That takes you deep into the season, friends. But even better, we've got 50% off for the whole year. So that's £29 for the whole year. What's that, like £2.50 a month? Less than that, to cover the entire year. So the whole championship season, all the promotion celebrations afterwards, fingers crossed. It'll take you all the way through into next summer. So that deal is live now. We've got links all over social media. Just click on one of those, sign up. We'd love to have you on board. We've spoken before about why this is important to us. Print journalism like this, advertising like this, but online journalism going like this. But fortunately, there's not a lot of money attached to that. So we need to find a way, friends. I do like getting paid for what I do. We need to find a way of making money, a new way of making money. And that, in this scenario, is people paying. Hopefully you'd agree, not too much money. I mean, £6 for 6 months, that's the price of a pint pretty much, or less than, where I drink anyway. £7.10 I paid for a pint the other day. That's an aside. But hopefully you'd agree that's good value. And if you do feel able to support us, I know a lot of you already have, it does mean a lot to us. It is very important to us and the model of journalism for us going forward. So yeah, that offer is live now. Please consider signing up if you haven't already. Just means that we can carry on covering Ipswich Town to the extent that we do. We all love what we do. We're passionate about it, as I'm sure you can tell from listening to this podcast for a while. So it's important, isn't it, Stu? People should sign up, right?
Yes, please. Yeah, we'll do get Alex's player ratings. If you don't subscribe, you don't get to call Alex names every week for giving someone a 6 instead of a 7.
That's a big perk. Yeah.
So that's a perk. What else do we do? My verdicts that I stay up and write after every game. So you'll get nearly 50 of those probably over the course of a championship season, throwing some cup games as well. We'll hopefully sort of deliver you plenty of player exclusives along the way. What's a good example of that? Calvin Phillips last year. We did a 2-part interview with him that you had to be a subscriber. We might chuck in a few prizes along the way as well. We've given away some signed shirts, some club shop vouchers for people who are subscribers. Might do some special live podcast access type things along the way. So we'll try and give you lots of perks for, as you say, hopefully not in this day and age. £6 doesn't get you very far. £29 doesn't get you very far for a whole year's worth of all of that. Come on, it makes sense.
Absolutely. And funny you should mention shirt giveaways there, Stu, because I think, I'm not giving too much away, but I think that might be coming down the line with a new kit for subscribers. And you have to be a subscriber to enter competitions like that. AJ, anything you want to say about the importance of people signing up to follow what we do?
Yeah, everything you guys have said. I mean, this should, in theory, be a really exciting season. We know that last year was probably a bit of a hard sell for us trying to create content for a season that didn't go to plan.
The numbers show it was
hard. Yes, it was difficult, and a lot of you didn't care, and that's all right. We understand that, but now there is a reason to care because the fixtures are out, the kit's on the way, signings will be coming. We're going to Austria. You can follow us in Austria. We're going to Scotland. Or Stu's going to Scotland. You can follow him in Scotland. We're going to go to France. Hopefully, we'll make it back, and you can follow us there and back if we manage to do that. There's going to be so much coming. That's already before the start of the season. The £6 for 6 months deal will carry you to the January transfer window, won't it? Around that kind of time. That will give you the first half of the season, and it should really be a good one. We're going to try and give you a lot of good exclusive content. We believe we've been doing that consistently for a while now, but there's plenty more to come.
There's always a reason to care, AJ. It's always a reason to care. Through rain or shine, we've been there, haven't we, for decades as a newspaper, some of us for decades as journalists, and we'll be there again. We go again. It's the soap opera that we live our lives to.
Yeah.
It matters because it doesn't matter, and it's our pleasure sort of chronicling it for you and being your friends along the way, hopefully. So stick with us, please.
Yeah, as I wrote in the Offer story, obviously now the world's media doesn't care. They're not in the Premier League, not interested.
Exactly.
But we'll still be there because we've always been there, and we always bloody will be there. So sign up and follow Tam with us if you can. It's great to have you on board.